My 28F girlfriend, 33F, had a one-night stand while I was unconscious in the hospital. I go horseback riding almost every Wednesday afternoon. Last Wednesday my horse got spooked and I was thrown off. I passed out at the scene and was rushed to the hospital with a concussion, broken leg, and a chest injury from when my horse accidentally kicked me. I was in and out of consciousness for the first 2 days due to my injuries and my medication. It was not until the third day that I was stable enough to retain consciousness for an extended period of time. When I woke up on the third day, my girlfriend and her family were there. She hugged me and said she didn't know what she would have done if she had lost me. She was attentive throughout the day and we took pictures and talked about stuff. I finally came home at the start of the weekend, but I'm still physically struggling and felt guilty that I couldn't do anything with my girlfriend, since I was tired easily and was short of breath from just walking. So I called our mutual friends to come over and keep her company. However, yesterday, when my girlfriend thought I was knocked out from my pain meds and went to take a shower, her phone kept buzzing next to me. I saw pretty angry texts from a random girl that were saying stuff like, "You're the one who lied about having a girlfriend," and, "Thanks for getting my hopes up," and finally, "Have a good life." I'm crying when my girlfriend comes back and she takes the phone from me. She said I shouldn't have even looking at her phone, and if I didn't, then this never would have come back to affect me. She admitted that she had slept with someone she had met at a gay bar, but that it was because she didn't know how badly I'd been hurt and that she was afraid that I wouldn't be able to give her sex for months. She said she was there the first day and only left my side because I was stabilized, and that she was stressed out by my condition and needed to let off steam. She said it was over and that she's here with me now. I don't know what to do. She's currently paying for most of my in-home treatment and was perfectly nice to me. I never would have known she was cheating if I hadn't found her texts. Should I forgive her? I also worry if my physical condition stagnates. I keep thinking it would be unfair to deny her sex for a long time because she told me at the beginning of our relationship she had a high sex drive and needed it practically every night. You were in the hospital and her first reaction was to go cheat on you. Is that really someone you want to be with? I don't know how you stay with a person like this. How do you trust her? No, you shouldn't forgive her. This is the equivalent to, if you had died, she didn't wait for your body to get cold because all she could think about is her needs. All this is her. You could have died and she cheated on you at the first opportunity. It's been less than a week. So anytime you get the slightest injured, you just have to expect her to go find another woman? There are a million other ways to let off steam. You stay with her. You be the loving, supportive girlfriend she needs. You forgive her. You apologize that you can't give her what she needs right now. You tell her you will try your hardest to do right by her until you don't need her help paying for your treatments anymore. Then you tell her now that you are recovered, you feel you both need to find someone more compatible with your life goals. Cheating has a price after all. She was afraid that I wouldn't be able to give her sex for months. I've heard men use this as an excuse for cheating after their wife has given birth to a baby, and my response here is going to be the same. You deserve better. She is a selfish psychopath if she's more worried about sex than she is about your physical well-being. I keep thinking it would be unfair to deny her sex for a long time because she told me at the beginning of our relationship she had a high sex drive and needed it practically every night. I have a crazy high sex drive and I would never make my partner feel like sex is obligatory. That's what sex toys and hands are for. You're not her plaything. You're not responsible for her sex drive, and you do not owe her anything. The mental and physical health of those you love should always be high priority. She betrayed you during your most vulnerable time. You deserve better. She cheated on you and tried to flip it and make it your fault, so not only is she a cheater but borderline abusive. You should leave and never look back. What she did is very strange to me. Her actions make me question if she actually loves you. Thinking face. I know personally, when my boyfriend had to go in for an emergency appendix removal, I was terrified. Could not even think about anything but him and hoping he was okay. Sex and letting off steam wasn't even on my radar. All I worried about was making sure I was there for him throughout the entire thing. If she really loved you, she would have selflessly waited by your side and she would not have betrayed your trust. I hope that you know you deserve better. The right person would have never even considered doing something like that. You didn't mention the brain injury. It's irrelevant if you forgive her or not. 'Cause this goose is cooked. She broke what can't be unbroken. It's over, Red Rover. Wait until you recover, then leave. You mean your ex-girlfriend? Definitely not wife material. Won't last through in sickness and in health. Don't forgive her. One of the first things she does when you're literally incapacitated isn't to help you, but to fuck someone else whilst you were injured and then blame you because you looked at her phone. You weren't even snooping either. She left her phone near you and you happened to pick it up once it started buzzing. She clearly doesn't give a fuck. Getting multiple angry texts from a one-night stand isn't really normal. It makes me wonder if she had been seeing this person for a while and broke it off out of guilt. When you got hurt, it's hard to tell without seeing the actual wording of all of them. But what you posted implies it slightly. I would be very wary of your partner. She told me at the beginning of our relationship she had a high sex drive and needed it practically every night. They're an inanimate device to help with this situation. They vibrate and do all kind of things except fall in love. I probably couldn't stay with someone like this. Dishonest and selfish aren't qualities I typically look for in a partner. Oh, she needs sex every night. Tell her to buy a magic wand. And she blamed you for finding out. Jesus, she is awful. I hope you recover quickly and ditch her while you're at it. If this was my husband, the last thing I would be worrying about was sex. I wouldn't care if I could never have sex again. Just that he made it through. Seriously, fuck her off. If you don't draw the line here in the relationship as to what is acceptable, then when do you? You were unconscious for one day and she went looking for sex. She has a problem. She's not good enough for anybody. Yeah, get better and then go. Cheating has a price, and in this case it's hospital bills and treatment. Well, WTF. Maybe that excuse would make sense if you were already unconscious for like a month, but you were at least semi-conscious for the first 2 days and awake the third. She said I shouldn't have even looking at her phone, and if I didn't, then this never would have come back to affect me. Wow, that's scummy. Fellow gay here. Damn mate, she's an absolute prick. There are times where instead of all the fun dates and stuff you gotta be there for your partner while they struggle or just have an off week and need a meal to come back to and zonk out at 6 p.m. Being there to support is dating 101. It's not all about what you get. You were in hospital. Her only thought was where she was going to get some. Mate, that's not normal behavior. If my GF fell off a horse, I'd be worried sick. I'd sleep on the damn 70s themed hospital chairs to make sure she's okay. She's also blaming you for finding out she cheated. Jeez. She can't get much slimier, can she? Yeah, she helpful now, but it sounds like she's only being nice when you can see it. That doesn't make up for how she wronged ya or for how she blames ya for what she did against ya. She's trying to justify her cheating to you. She was more worried about not getting some for months over if you were going to be okay. She doesn't respect you. Mate, When you're feeling better, mull over this a bit more about how she makes you feel about yourself and any guilt you feel on things that ya shouldn't. Don't forgive her, mate. She defo hasn't done nearly enough for that.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.